Have you ever wondered why the people you care about the most seem to ignore you, as if your feelings don't matter? How many times in your life have you been treated as just an option rather than a priority? Imagine discovering how to flip the script and have everyone competing for your attention from now on. Your life and happiness are too valuable to waste on people who don't appreciate your worth. In this video, we will present 10 principles that will turn you into a magnetic person, someone everyone wants to be around. Get ready for a revolution in your relationships and discover how to become an irresistible force that no one can ignore. But before we start, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you don't miss any of our new insights. Let's dive in. Rule 1. Make them feel they could lose you forever. In Buddhist philosophy, there is a deep understanding of value and impermanence. People often don't appreciate what they have right in front of them, even if it's incredibly valuable. But when the fear of loss sets in, they begin to see the true value of what they possess. Picture yourself as someone others can't imagine their lives without. Your absence would create a void that no one else could fill. You're not just an option, you're their ultimate need. In Buddhism, we learn that true value comes from within. Show others that your world doesn't revolve solely around them. You're incredibly independent, confident, and complete in yourself. Your life is a full adventure, independent of anyone else's presence. Self-confidence and self-sufficiency are magnetic. People will want to be part of your world because they know it's a privilege, not a right. You bring unmatched value to their lives that they can't get enough of. When they realize you're not just another person seeking their attention, but an unyielding force they can't forget, they'll start treating you differently. In both Buddhism and life, it's not about chasing love or begging for attention. It's about being someone who inspires others to chase you. Your value is evident and undeniable. Let them feel the fear of losing you and make them strive for your attention. Remember, you're the master of your life, not just a player in their game. Your presence is more valuable than they can imagine, and they can't afford to lose you. Be like a wise sage, confident in yourself, full of inner strength, and unyielding. Rule 2. Don't be available for every call. In Zen philosophy, the value of life and time is deeply rooted. The most valuable things in the world aren't always available at every moment and place. Your availability should be limited to highlight the value of your time and energy. Never let people feel that they can reach out to you or meet with you whenever they please. Your time has value, and your life should be a priority. Imagine this. You're not always waiting around for others. Your life doesn't revolve around them. You have your own world that you enjoy, and they're lucky to be part of it. In Buddhism, we learn that every moment is valuable and should be lived to its fullest. Your presence is a gift, and your availability should be seen as something special. So how do you achieve this? Find balance. Don't be the person always waiting for a message or available every second. Show them that your time and attention are valuable. People are naturally attracted to those who have their own interests and plans. When they realize you're not just sitting at home, it piques their curiosity. In the Buddhist teaching of detachment, it's fundamental not just to disengage from material things but also from responding to every call from others. This creates space for deeper self-understanding and the development of inner harmony. When you're not available for every call, you generate a sense of longing and respect in others. They will respect you more when they know you have your own life and things that are important to you. Always being available tells them they can have you whenever they want. But you're not just anyone. You're someone worth striving for. It's not about pretending to be hard to get. It's about showing them that you have a life you enjoy with or without them. Your value as a person lies in your inner harmony and self-confidence, which is magnetic and attractive. If you're not always available, they'll value the quality of your time and understand your worth. Don't always be available. Remember, your presence is a valuable gift, and your availability should be seen as something special. By creating this space, you build more conscious and respectful relationships that enrich not only your life, but also the lives of others. Rule 3. Don't reveal everything at once. Be mysterious. In Buddhism, wisdom often comes from the ability to balance openness with mystery. This principle is reflected in many Buddhist teachings and parables. One of the main goals of Buddhist practice is to understand the true nature of reality, but this process is slow and requires patience. Imagine yourself as a calm lake in the mountains. Its surface may seem simple and clear, but beneath its depths lies a wealth of life and mystery that only reveals itself to those who are willing to dedicate time and attention. People are attracted to what is unknown, like moths are drawn to the light of the moon. Similarly, in the Buddhist practice of contemplation, don't reveal everything about yourself at once. Cultivate your inner space and allow others to discover it gradually. During conversations, reveal fragments of your personality little by little, like a Buddhist monk sharing wisdom with a student step by step. Let your thoughts, dreams, and experiences be like pages in a book of wisdom, valuable and worthy of discovery, but requiring time and patience to fully understand. Mystery sparks curiosity and attraction, just as meditation leads to deeper understanding and inner peace. When others can't predict your every move, they become more engaged in getting to know you, like students trying to delve deeper into their teacher's teachings. Remember, you're not here to be an open book with every detail on display. You're a complex and intriguing person with unique depth waiting to be discovered. By maintaining a certain level of mystery, you make them desire your presence in their lives just as Buddhist practitioners seek to understand the hidden truths of life through meditation and reflection. Become an enigma that inspires deep reflection and inner transformation. Rule 4. Be valuable and let them invest in you. In Buddhist philosophy, as in this rule, awareness of our own value and how we allow others to relate to us is fundamental. Buddhism teaches that every being has intrinsic value, like a precious jewel hidden within each of us. To discover this value, practice, dedication, and patience are required, both with oneself and with others. Imagine yourself as a valuable jewel, like the metaphorical pearl in the shell mentioned by the Buddha. Your worth doesn't lie in being easily available, but in inspiring others to dedicate time and effort to uncover your true nature. In this way, not only do they benefit, but you also reinforce your place in their lives. People value what they invest their emotions and time into. This is similar to the Buddhist practice of meditation and contemplation. The more energy you dedicate to your spiritual journey, the more you value the wisdom and peace attained. By allowing others to invest in you, you create a bond based on mutual respect and value, making you more than just a passing distraction. You become an integral part of their lives, worth the time and effort. Remember, you're not here to beg for attention or feelings. You're here to show your inner value and let others see how valuable you are as a friend, partner, or colleague. As the Buddhist principle of interdependence suggests, your presence can enrich the lives of others, but at the same time, they must strive to understand and appreciate that value. Give them the space to invest time, emotions, and energy in earning your favor. In this way, just as in Buddhist practice, both parties gain a deeper understanding and stronger bonds. Be someone they can't help but invest in because your presence is like a precious jewel they can't afford to lose. Just as in Buddhism, enlightenment is sought through commitment and practice, you must be the person whose value is recognized by those willing to put in the necessary effort to uncover and cultivate it. Rule 5. Prioritize your own needs. In Buddhist philosophy, a key element is the practice of respect for oneself and others, which includes taking care of your own needs and well-being. The foundation is understanding that every being has inherent value and dignity that must be cultivated and protected. Buddhism teaches us that true compassion begins with ourselves. If we can't take care of ourselves, we won't be able to truly care for others. Imagine yourself as a tree that must care for its roots in order to provide fruit and shade to others. By knowing your value, you take care of your needs and don't accept compromises that might harm your happiness and self-esteem. The Buddha taught that every person is valuable and worthy of respect, which means you must treat yourself with the care and attention you deserve. In Buddhist practice, meditation and self-awareness help to understand and recognize your own needs. By setting priorities for your well-being, you create the foundation for healthy and respectful relationships. In healthy relationships, whether romantic or platonic, mutual respect and attention are essential. By not settling for less, you express deep care for your inner self, which is the essence of the Buddhist practice of loving kindness and compassion. Prioritizing your needs is not selfishness, but a way to practice true self-love. By maintaining your dignity and emotional well-being, you demonstrate to others that your feelings and needs are important. In Buddhism, there is the concept of the middle path, which means avoiding extremes and caring for oneself in a balanced way, without falling into selfishness or self-sacrifice. By not allowing anyone to belittle your feelings or question your worth, you manifest a strong and healthy self-awareness. You are an equal in every relationship, and your feelings and needs are just as important as those of others. Remember, you're not here to be a doormat for others or seek their approval. You're here to experience healthy and respectful relationships based on the foundation of self-respect. By standing up for yourself, you radiate authentic tranquility and strength that are extremely attractive and fascinating to others. This rule reminds you that your well-being and self-respect are non-negotiable. By prioritizing your goals and personal interests, you practice Buddhist teachings about harmony and balance, creating a life filled with peace and true happiness. Rule 6. Don't make them the center of your life. Buddhism teaches the need to maintain balance and avoid attachment. A key element of this rule is maintaining your independence and not making someone else the central point of your existence. People are often attracted to what they can't have, and this rule helps create a sense of attractiveness and independence in your relationships. Imagine you're like a star in the night sky, emitting your own light and energy. You don't orbit around someone else. You have your own orbit, your own life, and unique interests. In Buddhism, there's the concept of Indra's net, where each pearl reflects all the others, symbolizing interdependence and at the same time the uniqueness of each being. You're one of those pearls, valuable and independent, and your light is your own essence. Here's how you can apply the 6th rule in your life. Avoid concentrating so much of your attention on someone that they become the center of your universe. You have your passions, your dreams, and your individuality. Buddhism encourages the practice of meditation and contemplation, which helps to discover and nurture internal balance and self-understanding. This approach creates a sense of mystery and intrigue, making others wonder about your world and what makes you special. They'll be more attracted to your independent spirit and your sense of adventure that you bring to the relationship. Remember, you're not here to lose your identity in another person. You're here to enrich your life while maintaining your individuality. In Buddhism, there's the concept of the middle path, which involves avoiding extremes while maintaining vital balance. By not making others the center of your life, you become more attractive and irresistible. By living a life outside the relationship, you continue to grow, evolve, and bring a sense of excitement and independence into the relationship. This rule reminds you that you are whole by yourself, and your presence in someone's life is a valuable addition, not a substitute for their happiness. Just as the Buddha taught that each of us possesses an inner light and wisdom that we must nurture and develop, you must also preserve your unique light. Your independence and completeness as an individual not only make you more attractive, but also capable of building healthy, balanced, and enriching relationships. Rule 7. Stop always being the one to initiate conversations. In Buddhist philosophy, balance and harmonious coexistence are key to maintaining healthy relationships. This rule, which refers to finding the right balance in communication and not always being the one to take the initiative, is reflected in Buddhist teachings on mindfulness and mutual respect. Imagine you're a lighthouse, not a ship always seeking the light. You radiate your presence, giving others the opportunity to approach you. In Buddhism, there's the concept of zazen, meaning sitting meditation, where the practitioner remains calm, allowing the world and external factors to come to them on their own. This is an excellent metaphor for this rule. Be present and accessible, but don't always strive to engage others. Here's how you can apply the 7th rule in practice. Instead of always being the first to make contact, Allow the other person to take the initiative from time to time. This not only shows that you have your own life and interests, but also helps to gauge the other person's level of interest. In Buddhism, the concept of the middle path promotes avoiding extremes and maintaining balance in all areas of life, including relationships. Being the only initiator of communication can inadvertently send the message that you're always available and willing to do everything for others. It's not about playing games, but maintaining balance in relationships with others. Buddhist practice of mindfulness teaches us to be aware of our actions and reactions, as well as to maintain emotional balance. Occasionally, by taking a step back and allowing them to approach you, you give them the space to appreciate your presence and recognize your value. This is a subtle reminder that you're not just an option, but someone who deserves effort and attention. Buddhism emphasizes interdependence and mutual respect in relationships. Remember, you're not here to chase love or friendship. You're here to build relationships based on mutual respect. By finding this balance in communication, you create an environment where both parties are equally committed to the relationship, promoting a healthier and more balanced dynamic. Like a Buddhist beacon of mindfulness, you become a presence that radiates calm and strength, attracting others not through your efforts but through the natural beauty of your being and the authenticity of your presence. Rule 8. Create your own happiness. In Buddhist philosophy, the central theme is understanding that happiness comes from within and does not depend on external circumstances. The 8th rule revolves around the idea that happiness begins within you. It's about being confident, satisfied, and independent, which makes you more attractive in the eyes of others. Imagine yourself as a radiant sun. Your happiness doesn't depend on the presence or actions of others. You shine by yourself, and people are drawn to your warmth and positivity. In Buddhism, there's the concept of shining from within, symbolizing individual wisdom and self-enlightenment. Here's how the 8th rule works in practice. You don't rely on anyone else for your happiness, instead, you create your own. Buddhism teaches that true happiness comes from inner peace and harmony. Practices like meditation, contemplation, and the development of mindfulness help to achieve this state. That self-confidence and autonomy are magnetic, making you more attractive to others. People are naturally drawn to those who radiate positivity and security. When you're content with your life, you become a source of inspiration and light that others seek and need. By creating your own happiness, you communicate that you're not seeking fulfillment in others. You're a complete and joyful person by yourself. This approach is attractive because it doesn't burden others with the responsibility for your happiness. Buddhism emphasizes understanding our own nature and accepting ourselves as we are. By practicing gratitude and joy for the successes of others, we learn to enjoy the present moment. When you're happy with yourself, you can share that happiness with others, leading to deeper and more authentic relationships. Remember, you're not here to find happiness in another person. You're here to share your happiness and enrich your life and the lives of others. By following the 8th rule, you become an irresistible presence, radiating positivity and confidence that attracts others like a moth to a flame. Just as the Buddha under the Bodhi tree achieved a state of inner enlightenment, which not only brought him personal happiness, but also inspired and illuminated the path of others, your happiness becomes something not just for yourself, but also a blessing for those around you. Rule 9. Be willing to walk away. In Buddhist philosophy, a crucial aspect is understanding impermanence and the ability to let go. The 9th rule reminds you that you must be willing to leave a relationship in which you're not valued. This principle is based on the recognition that everyone deserves to be in relationships where they are appreciated and respected. The ability to let go of what doesn't contribute to your well-being is essential for maintaining your emotional balance and dignity. In Buddhism, accepting impermanence teaches us not to cling to situations or people that don't bring positivity into our lives. Being able to walk away when necessary demonstrates strength and self-care, creating space for new opportunities and relationships that truly value your presence. Sending this powerful message shows that you don't settle for less than you deserve, and that self-respect is non-negotiable. Imagine having the strength and self-esteem to recognize when a relationship isn't mutually satisfying. In Buddhism, the practice of mindfulness and introspection helps to identify moments when relationships become harmful, toxic, or unfavorable. You're not desperate to cling to something that diminishes your happiness and self-esteem. Understanding that all phenomena are impermanent allows you flexibility and readiness for change. Here's how to apply the ninth rule in practice. Set clear boundaries and standards regarding how you expect to be treated in a relationship. In Buddhism, there's the concept of following moral principles, or sila, which helps to maintain healthy and harmonious relationships. If someone consistently fails to meet these standards, you're willing to walk away, no matter how strong your feelings are for that person. Leaving doesn't mean being insensitive. It's about protecting yourself. It's a demonstration of respect for yourself and a refusal to compromise your well-being with someone who doesn't value you. In Buddhism, self-compassion is just as important as compassion for others. Being willing to walk away also creates an environment where the other person can understand the seriousness of the situation. They'll realize they need to make an effort and prioritize if they want to have you in their lives. Remember, you're not here to cling desperately to relationships that don't serve your happiness and self-esteem. You're here to have healthy and mutually respectful relationships, and sometimes that means being strong enough to let go when necessary. In Buddhism, detachment is considered a crucial step toward achieving inner peace and enlightenment. Indeed, the 10th rule reminds you that your self-worth and self-respect are paramount, and you have the power to choose who you let into your life based on how they prioritize and value you. Just as the Buddha's teachings on the middle path involve avoiding extremes and maintaining balance in life and relationships, this rule helps you build a life that is harmonious, valuable, and respectful. Rule 10. Don't get emotionally attached. In Buddhist philosophy, understanding and practicing detachment, equanimity, and emotional balance are fundamental. This rule emphasizes the importance of maintaining emotional balance while striving to be a priority in someone's life. It's about not letting emotions dominate the situation and ensuring that your needs are recognized and prioritized. Imagine yourself as a compass, navigating through emotions with grace and confidence. Your emotional balance makes it easier for others to prioritize your presence in their lives. In Buddhism, achieving inner calm and balance is fundamental. When we're able to maintain mental peace, our relationships with others become more harmonious. Here's how to apply the 10th rule in practice. It encourages you to find a balance between expressing your emotions and maintaining composure. In Buddhism, the practice of meditation and mindfulness helps cultivate the ability to observe your emotions without being swept away by them. While emotions are important and relevant, being overly emotional can sometimes overshadow your true value. By adopting emotional balance, you allow others to understand your feelings and needs without being overwhelming. It's about communicating your emotions without creating unnecessary drama. Maintaining your emotional balance allows others to see your authenticity and true value, and facilitates healthier and more balanced relationships. Buddhist teachings invite us to express ourselves with wisdom and compassion, which leads to deeper understanding and harmony in relationships. This approach is attractive because it demonstrates your emotional intelligence and self-control, making it easier for others to recognize and prioritize your feelings and presence in their lives. Remember, by acting this way, you're not suppressing your emotions. You're simply expressing them in a way that fosters understanding. The Buddhist approach to emotions is based on accepting their existence without allowing them to control our thoughts and actions. By following the 10th rule, you become more effective in communicating your emotions and needs, which ultimately makes it easier for others to prioritize you in their lives. In Buddhism, developing balance is one of the 4 boundless qualities that lead to harmony and peace. Practicing this rule in relationships not only helps maintain a healthy dynamic, but also forms a deeper and more authentic connection with others. To sum up our video today, these 10 rules inspired by Buddhist wisdom guide us to become a magnetic presence in the lives of others, a person whom they naturally want to prioritize. Recognizing that life is fleeting, like a lotus flower on the surface of the water, We learn to live in harmony with ourselves and others. Creating our own happiness and maintaining emotional balance is key to true satisfaction. Being willing to walk away from relationships that don't value our worth reminds us of the importance of self-respect and independence. Remember, in life, just as in Buddhism, it's not just about seeking external approval. It's about creating balanced and mutually respectful relationships. By following these rules, you become a person of great value, whom others naturally desire to have in their lives. If someone treats you as an option, you have the power to let go with love. Your value is unquestionable, and your place in the world is unique. You deserve to be surrounded by people who respect and prioritize your worth. Be like a calm monk, radiating an inner light that attracts the respect and admiration of others. We've explored deep perspectives of wisdom, so now it's time to take responsibility and act. So, here's a question for you. Which of these rules can you apply today to bring you closer to becoming the best version of yourself? Share it with us in the comments below this video. If you've made it to the end of our journey, write in the comments, "I consciously walk through my life." Share this video with your friends or family so they can learn these lessons too. And don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe with notifications turned on so you don't miss our new teachings each day. Until next time, my dear friends.